Think about this figure, ladies and gentlemen. 80% of COVID-19 cases, not just in India but across the world, could actually be asymptomatic. The number ranges from anywhere between 50 and 80%. That means a large majority of COVID-19 patients across the world may be asymptomatic. These are people who are infected even while displaying no symptoms at all, and a large number of those persons may not even know that they are COVID-19 positive. They are blissfully unaware and possibly spreading the virus to others, because if I was asymptomatic but I had COVID-19, I'd carry on with my normal life and inadvertently spread that virus. Asymptomatic transmission is now believed to be the coronavirus's true stealthy power, because it infects you, you don't know you're infected, and you're passing it on to others. Asymptomatic is now deemed to be the silent threat that could lead to an explosion of COVID-19 cases, and I will explain with experts right here on 5 Live over the next 20 minutes. The fight to contain COVID-19's pandemic has become much tougher now, as this new threat of asymptomatic cases has come to the fore. Asymptomatic, as the name suggests, simply means someone who's infected but does not have any of the symptoms. The Health Ministry on Monday has revealed that as much as 80% of positive COVID-19 cases across the globe are asymptomatic or show very mild symptoms. The revelation comes to the fore after Chief Ministers of Maharashtra and Delhi said that there were a high number of asymptomatic cases in the two worst hit parts of the country. The Indian Council for Medical Research has termed the rise in asymptomatic cases a challenge because it's difficult to track them. How do you know they're infected when there are no symptoms? However, it said that India cannot go in for mass testing due to the huge population, financial implications, and of course, infrastructural issues.
हम जो बोल रहे हैं 100 में से 80 रहते हैं, वो एक ही स्टडी है, ये बार बार बोल रहे हैं। दूसरी बात, जब हम एसिम्प्टोमेटिक की बात करते हैं तो जब कोई लक्षण बहुत कम होगा, पेशेंट खुद होके रिपोर्ट करने का चांस उतना ही कम हो जाता है। अब तीसरा तथ्य जो मैं अभी तक बोला नहीं हूं, उसके बारे में बोल देता हूं कि जितने अभी टेस्ट हुए हैं उनमें अगर आपने देखा तो सिम्प्टोमेटिक 31% है और जो एसिम्प्टोमेटिक लोग थे उनकी संख्या 69% है। इसका मायना आप अलग ढंग से अगर देखें तो अगर एक केस डिटेक्ट हो रही है तो उसके साथ में एसिम्प्टोमेटिक, एक एवरेज बता रहा हूं क्योंकि ये कॉन्टैक्ट ट्रेसिंग करके आए वाले पेशेंट्स हैं, तो उनमें हमको कितना दिखाई दे रहा है? 3 केसेस ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा, तीन शायद रहेंगे, 3 नहीं, 2 केसेस रहेंगे।
So now let's tell you about these asymptomatic cases, which the ICMR you've just heard declares as many as 80% of cases around the world and also in India could be asymptomatic. Point number 1, and listen very carefully, ladies and gentlemen, this involves all of us, because if we don't have symptoms, how do we know we don't have COVID-19? COVID-19 is proven to spread silently without symptoms. That is proven beyond doubt already. Point number 2, asymptomatic patients carry on with their life and they infect others because they don't know. There are no indicators that they are suffering from COVID-19. Point number 3, unknown numbers of asymptomatic patients in India have been mingling with populations, and that is possibly responsible for some of the big explosions. Point number 4, the true scale of asymptomatic transmission is still unknown because it's easy to guess. There is no data. How do you actually track such a vague mass like asymptomatic populations? Number 5, it makes tracking COVID-19 spread extremely difficult and extremely ambiguous. Now let's take a look at some data. There is very little data, but I've filtered it down for you so you can make some sense of it. The asymptomatic cases in India so far. These are disturbing figures, I must warn you. In Delhi, as much as 25% of COVID-19 patients are asymptomatic. In Maharashtra, that number is 67%, which begs the question, how many more could be asymptomatic who are not designated as COVID-19 positive just yet? Karnataka, half the total number of COVID-19 patients are asymptomatic. 75% in Uttar Pradesh are asymptomatic. In Punjab, 75%. In Assam, 82% of COVID-19 patients are asymptomatic, which means they don't have any symptoms at all. And here are what it looks like on the global scale. In China, 25% of COVID-19 patients asymptomatic. In USA, 25% totally asymptomatic. South Korea, which has had a large number of cases, 30% are asymptomatic. In Japan, 18% are totally asymptomatic. Now I want to tell you, since I'm using the word asymptomatic a lot, and it's called the silent spreader, there are actually 3 types of asymptomatic, 3 types of persons who may not have these symptoms. And it's important that you stay with me to understand what these 3 types are, because this could actually apply to one of you. So listen very carefully. The number 1 type is the generic asymptomatic case. This is a person who's infected by COVID-19 by another patient but feels fine and therefore carries on with life. The second type is a pre-symptomatic patient. This is a person who's been infected by a COVID-19 patient, but the symptoms are yet to manifest themselves. So the person feels fine, has the virus, but is still carrying on with life and probably transmitting it to others because the symptoms have not shown up just yet. The third and very dangerous one is the mildly symptomatic. How many of us have felt slightly unwell over the last few weeks since the pandemic broke? We've sneezed, we've coughed, we've had a sore throat, but we've ignored it because sometimes there are mild symptoms. You feel unwell, but you carry on meeting people because you don't think it's COVID-19. There's a possibility it could be, but there are no clear standard operating procedures. How can asymptomatic cases be identified? There are many frequently asked questions, and I want to take you right through them while I also introduce our first guest today, who's an expert. Dr. Swapnil Parikh is a physician with the Jaslok Hospital in Mumbai, and he's also an author of the newly released book on the coronavirus. Dr. Parikh, always a pleasure. Thank you for being with us. You know, we've got some frequently asked questions that we have on our screen right now, and this is a bit of a disturbing area to talk about, Swapnil, because people are worried. You know, when we say asymptomatic, anybody could be asymptomatic and a COVID-19 patient. What is the first thing you would say about this asymptomatic phenomenon, Swapnil? Everybody is very curious in the country right now.
Shiv, thank you for having me on. It's always a pleasure to be here. I just want to say you've already done such a good job of explaining it. I don't think there's too much more I can improve on. But what I will say is...
No, we always need experts on this topic.
So what I will say is, you know, back in February when I wrote this book, The Coronavirus, we put most of this in there then because, you know, we knew based on data. What the distinction you made between asymptomatic who have no symptoms and pre-symptomatic is an important one because some of these people will eventually become sick. The USS Theodore Roosevelt, it's a aircraft carrier. And on that, they tested all the personnel there. And 60% of them had no symptoms. 60% of the positives had no symptoms. So now this is really good data.
Yes.
And this tells you what we're dealing with. To put this into perspective, the SARS epidemic in 2003, there were about 8,000 cases and close to 800 people died. 770 people died. It was a more lethal virus. The SARS-CoV-2 virus, which caused the COVID-19 pandemic, has so far infected about 2.5 million people and has caused 1.5 lakh deaths. It's less destructive to the individual, but because it spreads invisibly, as overall it's going to cause so much more damage. This just highlights the need of testing. And like you said, India is a poor country. It's going to be difficult for us to test everyone at scale. But, you know, back in April, on the 7th of April, I proposed this solution to the government of India, and I'm happy to tell you that it's actually being implemented now in conjunction with the WHO. So if you can see this, what this is wastewater surveillance. So instead of testing the individual, what you do is you test the sewage. And in the sewage, you can detect the virus. So if you look at this little graphic, if you can see it, you can see this is the main sewage treatment plant. And you can test the virus in this sewage treatment plant. And then you can follow it back at the substations you can follow at this substation, this substation, this substation here. And wherever you see the virus, you can eventually reach the hotspot. And then in that hotspot, you can do intensive testing. So this allows us to not only detect the people who are positive, it allows us to detect the people who are pre-symptomatic, asymptomatic, mildly symptomatic. And we already have this system in place. It's called the... Yes.
The specific question we get, people are likely to be very daunted when they hear about how asymptomatic silent spreaders could be a big threat. What would you say to people? There may be people out there saying, what do I do if I get a little bit of a cough or a cold? Are there any standard operating procedures that are laid down either by the government or the health system, to identify asymptomatic carriers of the coronavirus right now? What do I do if I suspect maybe that I may be a carrier, but I have no symptoms?
So, of course, even if you have the slightest symptoms, any kind of symptoms, fever, cough, sore throat, even if it's really mild, stay home is the single most important thing you can do to save lives. Stay home and isolate yourself from your family members as well. Assign one healthy, fit individual to look after you. In terms of asymptomatic, by definition, you can't know. So you have to assume everyone is potentially infected. So to protect yourself, the best operating strategy is follow precautions, like keep social distance, minimize going into crowded areas, follow lockdown procedures, maintain hand hygiene, maintain respiratory hygiene. So when you cough, don't cough into the open, don't cough onto your hands, cough into your elbow like that. Avoid touching your face. So the same steps that the WHO and all health bodies have been talking about for the last 2 or 3 months.
You're basically saying that, to beat this virus, and especially the suspicions of whether we may be asymptomatic or not, to beat this virus, all of us need to basically pretend like we already have the virus. Isn't that what you're saying?
That we and as well everyone around us. So you have to assume this is everywhere. And at an individual level, that means taking these precautions very, very seriously. And this is important. This is not just for a short while. This is going to be around for a long while. We are just at the beginning of the pandemic. We are early in the pandemic. This is going to be our way of life for a long, long time, for a year, maybe a year and a half. So we need to get used to this, and we need to prepare. Know thy enemy. That's the first principle of fighting a pandemic.
No, I think that these two principles, know your enemy, don't panic, but also pretend like it's everywhere. Pretend like it's everywhere around you. And the lockdown means that you need to almost practically tell yourself that you already have the virus, or that the people around you have the virus. And that's the reason why social distancing is so important. And like Swapnil just said, if you have the slightest symptom, don't ignore it. There are ways in which you can figure out whether it's something that requires COVID-19 specific attention. Swapnil, stay with me. Other experts as well. Swapnil is one of India's finest voices on this pandemic, but we've spoken to other experts as well from across the world on the phenomenon of asymptomatic transmission. Here's what some of them say.
Asymptomatic cases absolutely can transmit the virus. As I mentioned at the beginning of our conversation, when it's replicating in your nasal passages, you may not feel that, or maybe it's just a mild irritation. You don't even think that you're infected. And yet it's precisely from the upper respiratory tract that you are spreading it to others just by speaking. We have to be much more mindful, of our role in transmitting this virus, regardless of how we feel. You may say you're not infected, fine, wear a mask anyway, just in case you are. And you're doing it not for yourself. At that point, if you're infected, you're doing it for everybody else, people you love.
I think this is data which has been coming for the last few days or weeks, that we have probably underestimated the number of individuals who are asymptomatic, and especially younger age group people who could have no symptoms but could have the virus and maybe spreading it. We must remember those who are not coughing, and if the chance of them spreading it is relatively lower, they still will have a chance of spreading the infection. And it seems that this number is not very low. Initially, it was felt it is 15 to 20% only. More recent data suggests that it could be higher. Also, there is another thing that is also emerging, that people who are even symptomatic may be spreading the disease 1 or 2 days before they develop symptoms, and that also is a cause of concern.
तो वो तो हमने पहले भी बहुत बार बताया है
100 लोगों को अगर इन्फेक्शन हुआ तो उसमें से 80 लोगों को इन्फेक्शन उसमें कोई लक्षण दिखाई नहीं देता। वो दिखने को भले एसिम्प्टोमेटिक रहे, उसको अगर हम जांच करें तो उसकी भी टेस्ट पॉजिटिव आने का चांस रहता है।
Swapnil is still with me, and remember, there have been many asymptomatic cases. You heard the story about a large number of journalists in Mumbai who've tested positive for COVID-19. They're all asymptomatic. A large number of journalists in Chennai are reported to have tested COVID-19 positive. They've also turned out to be almost completely asymptomatic. The question that I will ask, and we've got a lot of frequently asked questions on asymptomatic transmission. It's beyond doubt, Dr. Parekh, that asymptomatic patients can transmit the virus. It can transmit even during the pre-symptomatic phase. My question to you now is, could asymptomatic transmission, and I'm speaking of the Indian context, could it lead still to a large explosion of cases in the country?
Shiv, I think we definitely are going to, not definitely, we're likely to see a large explosion of cases. We have enacted a lockdown, so this is going to slow it down a little, but we are going to see an eventual number of cases. With a virus like this, it's going to keep going until about 50 to 70% of the population has immunity. And we just need to slow this down. We need to spread this down and keep it as low as possible for as long as possible. So until you have a vaccine or an effective treatment, neither of which are on the horizon right now, the only thing we can do is prevent as many infections as possible for as long as possible. And just to add, one statistic, one interesting statistic, even for people who become symptomatic, 40% of the people they infect is before they develop symptoms. So it's not just the asymptomatics, but the pre-symptomatics. 40% of the infections that occur are before the person develops symptoms.
Swapnil, always a pleasure. Always feel more enlightened, as do my viewers, when we have you on the show. Thank you. I wanted to devote some time to the asymptomatic situation because it's a vague situation. It's scary also because it's also very close. People are going to be wondering, I had a bit of a sore throat. I've been coughing a little lately, but I don't feel so bad that I need to, isolate myself from everyone else. So this is something I hope people have got their answers from this conversation. Look forward to having you on with us again soon. Swapnil, thank you very much for being with me here.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.